Hi everyone, I'm the Bronx Hippie, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about hellpaths and or pathways and 3 different ways which you can grow yours that I found from 3 different neighbors on the same block. So this first hellpath and or pathway is really low to the ground. It's probably not even a foot tall, half a foot tall. Flowers growing in here. These are some remnants of things from last year, which is good. It helps break down in the soil. And usually here is where they grow all of their they have a lot of vegetables and flowers that they grow here. Here are some daylilies, and that's another flower as well. They also grow a lot of food on that thing there. But this is really a good idea in expanding how you can grow and how much food you can produce. Adding this gave them so much more than just the space from the front of their house to garden. They have all of this now to garden, so that's one way and one idea of how to do it. And I think I'm gonna also show you guys how it looks when they filled everything in and they've planted. This one is super awesome. They have an idea and a whole system going here that I've never thought of, but they're putting the tops of any plastics on top of their starts so that the squirrels and or raccoons or something doesn't yeet them out of the ground. That is like such a smart idea. This one is built a lot different. It's more like a gate. It's a lot higher, which is better for your back. I'm not sure what plants they have here, but this is how it's looking. I think that it's really nice, very well done. It looks very aesthetically pleasing. Even when you pass by and you see the soda bottles and the plastics, you're just like, what is that? I give it a 10 out of 10. Last but not least, we're gonna walk to the last one. This was actually the first one of all the neighbors to start with their hellpath. So a big shout out to them. I'm almost sure they inspired those neighbors down there. Here they have like a picket fence on one side, and they have flowering trees in here. I think that it's like a heart of Sharon, something like that. I'm not really sure, but I love this. It looks really nice. We're gonna get another view of it, but this is really also aesthetically pleasing. It's a great way to grow in the front of your house. It makes me want to have something like this in front of mine. They have like so that you can, I guess, you know, lean on. This is so big. For one, it expanded how much they can grow because they also grow in the front there. But wow, look at the amount of space they have here, and they have worked the soil so well. They're using broken pots to cup the bottom of their trees. Such a smart idea. Never thought about that. This is really well made. Aesthetically, it's very cute, and it keeps people, when they're coming out of their cars, from stepping on your garden. That was one of the biggest problems I had. See, look at how good they look. And then the other one down there, really short, but it's there. I was actually wrong. There are 4 on this one block. This last one has to be the most expensive one that was made. It is really pretty. It's at an angled slope though. Not sure why, but it is. Look at that. Look at how nice that is. It's all black. Has the nice little wood on the top. They have some pieces of marble on the corner, which that's really nice. I'm not sure what it's doing. I think it's just like aesthetically adding visually something for you to look at. Beautiful hosta right here. Beautiful hosta here. This is all their growing space. They already have plants coming in. Those are like tulips. These were their tulips that were coming in. Flowering trees. So this is just like more of a flower garden that they have here. It comes in and it looks really beautiful. It is at an angle. It's higher up here and lower down there. I'm not really sure why, but really beautiful. I really aesthetically love how this is, and they have the little lights inside, and they have little rocks in there. It's really beautiful, and they put a lot of thought into this. So this one also 10 out of 10. I hope looking at those different hellpaths gave you some different perspectives on how you can grow food in the front of your house. Especially living in the city, a lot of us are not accustomed to seeing things like that. And if we are accustomed to seeing things like that, we usually don't pay any mind to it, and we just like walk past it. Oh my gosh, a baby squirrel. Everybody, it's a baby. It's a baby. A little tiny squirrel. Hey guys, so now I want to show you guys my 3 hellpaths. So then there's like a little compilation of different types of hellpaths that you can make for your front parkway, whatever you want to call it. Guys, so this is my Hellpath. I have flowers growing in the front, and here I have tomatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really have an enclosed area. I bought gates and I put gates up. They have been a great deterrent for me. Nobody comes out of their car and steps on my garden. I did lose a few inches because I don't have my gate right at the beginning of the Hellpath. I wanted to leave some foot area for people to walk. I also have some spent stalks of sunflowers from last year that I'm going to use to help hold my tomatoes up as they grow and get bigger. But this was just my little design on my front Hellpath. I'm going to show you guys my other 2 Hellpaths. Now we're headed to the Candy Cane Parkway, aka Hellpath, and we're going to see how I set that one up. Guys, so this is my Hellpath by the Candy Cane house. All of my flowers are spent here. This is just like a big flower garden that I have here. I'm thinking of adding in some more flowers in areas that I see are very sparse for next year. 2 flowers still going, but what I did was I have these little white picket fences that I had, really small ones. I put them on the edges, and then behind that I put these little green fences from Dollar Tree. So that was what I did. I didn't put anything in the front. From what I've noticed, no dogs. Nobody has let their dogs like walk into my garden. Next year I do plan on putting something in the front so that, you know, just in case nobody lets their animal walk inside of the garden. But this is how it looks. And then the gate's there. Guys, now we're going to the back of my food forest and we're gonna go see how I have my other Hellpath set up. That's the one that is more of a neighborhood food path that I set up for them. It's not anything that I am gonna be getting produce from. It's something more that I want like for my neighbors to pass by and they are able to pick something and eat. Guys, so now we are at my Hellpath. I'm gonna give you guys a way better view, but I just wanted you guys to see. The path is guarded with random little sticks. I put those sticks up right around where my flowers were coming in and deterred people from stepping in them. This is one stick that came out from right here. I think right here, somewhere right here. So it worked. It did its job. I have some kale there. My Juneberry that's gonna let off a whole bunch of little Juneberries. Daylilies here, and these are the fruits that I have planted for the kids when they pass by. It's already loaded with little fruit. See? And here, it's good. It's getting it going. So I put those sticks up all along where I had things growing, and then I'm gonna take them out and put them back in so that they're more present. And I put those sticks up so that everybody will know, like, hey, there's stuff here. So this is another design at a Hellpath, just putting a whole bunch of sticks up like in a circle, letting people know, hey, this is my area. And then over here I use the remainder of my little white picket fences. I put them up. I have to cut the grass though. I have a kale in here, a Juneberry, and a whole bunch of weeds growing. These are weeds that are gonna grow up to be trees, so we have to pull them. Alrighty. So these are way more simple designs for your Hellpath than those other ones, which obviously cost money and time. Wood went up. The price of wood went up, people. Yes, it did. So yeah, these are my little cheap designs, and those were expensive designs, had a lot more materials used and stuff like that, and hard labor put into them. These were just me sticking some little gates into the ground and hammering some sticks away. But yeah, so I hope this gave you a good amount of diversity in what you might want to put in your pathway. So I hope that you know, have a great growing season.